Melania, remember, best behavior tonight. We cannot have any more incidents. And please, refer to me as Mr. President from now on.
Whatever you want, Mr. President. But Mr. President, who are all of these people here?
These are all my friends. I am very popular. Believe me, they fear me.
Mr. Bernie Sanders is here too?
Oh, that old geezer isn't amounting to anything in life, but he's quite the comedian. And I respect him, and he has my trust.
Bernie, why are you so late? I missed you so much. Everyone here is so dull.
Well, my dear, ever since I joined your father in the upper ranks of society, I decided that being late is the only way to go. In fact, if you would miss me so much, I'm kind of sad I didn't wait longer.
How selfish.
Precisely, my dear. Selfish is the style nowadays. And honestly, style is all a guy needs.
Well, I would like to dance. Would you care to join me?
Not exactly. That's not really an option, my dear. In fact, I detest music, and I quite detest everyone here.
You detest me? My dearest Bernie?
Of course, except for you, dear. You are quite lovely.
Fox News here. We see here Bernie Sanders doing absolutely nothing with his life. Tell us, Mr. Sanders, do you ever say anything serious, anything important, anything relevant?
Well, of course not. See, I love talking nothing. It's the only subject I'm well versed in.
But Mr. Sanders, all you do now is get drunk at Mr. Trump's parties. Don't you have any dignity after your loss in the presidential race?
I live for happiness. That's the reason I love these political parties. They're the only place where nobody actually talks about politics. And since you seem to be so keen on talking about serious things, it seems kind of despicable and rude to me.
OMG, is that Bernie Sanders? Oh, my sweet Bernie. Won't you call me for a compliment? Won't you give me a compliment? I'm so lonely right now.
Isn't that what your husband is for?
I wish it might be so, but I married a perfect husband, and I am well punished for it.
Quite true indeed. His wonderful husband spectacularly ruined any hints of romance or intrigue.
I'm on TV, guys. Hey, Mom, hi, Dad. Donald, I must congratulate you on your upcoming presidency, and I must admit that you're quite the formidable opponent.
Maids, out with this filth.
Donald, I wish to speak to...
That's Mr. President to you.
Donald, I wish to speak about an important letter.
You could have emailed me. I never delete any emails.
In light of recent circumstances, I thought it prudent to switch to the written medium. Anyways, your less than thorough deletion practices seem to have finally done you in.
I don't know what you're talking about.
This letter here clearly implicates you of having accepted a substantial bribe from none other than Vladimir Putin.
I already told you, I don't know what you're talking about.
No? Let me help you. Mr. Putin, I thank you for your small loan of $1 million. Trust me, it was well spent.
That is not real.
We both know very well where that money went, Donald, and if you don't listen closely, the whole world will know too. How do you think they will react?
Me? My reputation is spotless. Why would anyone believe that I, Donald Trump, would ever do something like that?
Donald, be reasonable. Do you really want the scandal hanging ominously over your presidency and your
Wrong! But just for fun, what could you possibly want?
It's very simple, actually. Well, what I want you to do is release a statement that removes Mike Pence as your vice president and appoints me as your vice president instead.
That'll never happen. A woman can't be vice president. It's as simple as that.
My dear Donald, then I must suppose that your reputation is ruined. Remember, Donald, I am your enemy, and I'm in a much stronger position tonight. Before I leave tonight, I want your promise that you fulfill my demands.
It'll never happen. And I'll have you in prison for what you have tried tonight.
I am sorry, Donald, but it must happen. We leave me no choice. As you're all aware, Twitter reacts to scandals rather swiftly and ruthlessly.
No. Stop. I'll give you my money.
Not happening, but you heard my demands, so...
Okay. I'll make it happen.
It's my pleasure.
Mr. President, what in the world is going on? That wicked Clinton woman was just boasting how she had a delightful exchange with you alone. I hope I won't be seeing another Access Hollywood tape on my hands again.
What? I never said you could talk to her?
Don't you remember how horrible this woman was to you in the campaign? And now she claims that you have offered her a position as vice president.
will I have changed my mind?
Mr. President, in my eyes, you've always been the exemplary of morality, steadfastness, and honesty. Abortion, building the wall, and making the Mexicans pay for it? You've never contradicted yourself before.
Oh yes, honesty and modesty are truly the pillars of my moral compass. Just ask the people. They'll tell you.
Make America great again.
They love me.
But tonight, I feel you have made a dishonest decision.
Wrong? Go to your room?
What? I am your wife? What are you going to tell the press when they hear about this? I did not have dishonorable interactions with that woman. That only worked so well last time.
I am the President of these United States of America, and you will do as I say, woman.
You cannot give that greedy woman an important position beside you. You must call it off.
Fine, but only for you, my honey bunches. I'll notify her of our decision in the morning.
To Bernie Sanders, my dearest friend, oh, what tough times have fallen upon us. I need you in the wake of such a tragedy. I must see you immediately. I will come by soon. I hope we will be able to resolve this situation together.
Bernie, I need your help immediately. That witch Hillary is at it again.
Yeah, done it, boy. You got the good stuff legalized yet?
No, Bernie, focus. This is a major emergency. It is a code red.
Alright, chill, Mr. Perfect Politician Boy. What's up?
Hillary is coming for my job, and just for a silly little bribe, what is all the fuss? And my marriage, it is in trouble. Melania is furious, and I don't even know what for.
What do you mean besides the 24-year age gap? Probably should have told her about your scandal years ago, mate. Women can discover anything, except for the obvious stuff.
But she only married me for my money and my reputation.
Well, obviously she's far more intelligent than you thought. But Donald, how are you so weak to sell yourself for money? I thought your record was impeccable and spotless. Now I can't imagine you do anything horrid or hiding in the shadows.
I must admit, it is not the first time, my friend. In fact, this has happened before. How do you think I came to accumulate my fortune? Honor and morality are the sworn enemy of us upstanding politicians. Consider it to be a necessary evil. In order to ascend to the altar of the presidency, we must first descend into the abyss of populism. Truly, have you ever seen something as pathetic and grotesque as the honest man?
I must admit, my friend, I am one of these horrid, honest fellows. In fact, I usually say what I really think. A great mistake nowadays is it lends to one being misunderstood constantly.
So what must I do? Tell the truth?
Well, I've heard from some trustworthy old fellows down at the bar that Americans love people who admit to mistakes. They find comfort in others being wrong and feel better about themselves. As such, I recommend that you do not admit to your mistake ever. You must fight off this poor bastard and never admit anything.
Oh, god damn it. What, am I concussed again? Not
What is this? Why is this horrid woman in your home? I cannot stay. This place is obviously not safe.
Why were you trespassing in my home? Explain yourself, you woman!
Oh, I was simply stopping by to say hello, and I wanted to be rude and interrupt your little session.
I've known you for far too long to accept such a simple response, you conniving woman.
Oh, Bernie, you've always been so perceptive. Alas, I've come here to ask your hand in marriage again.
Never! Not after your vile interactions with my dear friend, Mr. Trump.
Oh, on the contrary, my love, I offer you a deal. My hand in marriage? It's a gorgeous hand, isn't it, too? And in that, you will get in return Mr. Donald Trump's letter.
I will never consent to such preposterous demands. In fact, I have an offer of my own. I've discovered that you tampered with the voting process in order to defeat me. That is the only reason you won. You snatched history from my clutches.
How did you find out?
It is of no relevance to you, but it seems I have a counter proposal for you. Donald's freedom from my silence, and the promise that you will never return to our lives again.
Well, it seems you have caught my dastardly act, Mr. Sanders. Here, take the letter. Just leave me be.
Well, I'm quite glad this dastardly business is over with.
Wait, what is this? Not quite, sir. Just what might this be? A love letter from Melania. Oh, how apparently how old habits do die hard.
You know that her words do not mean that, Mrs. Clinton. Do not make this out to be something other than it really is.
Oh, I think not. Oh, how the tables have turned. I'll mail the letter to Donald at once. Hope you do enjoy yourself, Miss Sanders. Have a good day.
My dear Melania, I have received your letter. My love for you has also never wavered, and I'm glad to hear that your love for me has not wavered either, despite my scandal.
My letter?
Yes, the one you accidentally addressed to Bernie Sanders when it was so obviously meant for me.
Psst, just go with it. He seems not to understand that it was written for me. The bigger the ego, the greater the gravitational pull. The world certainly disappeared to revolve around Mr. Donald Trump.
Oh, of course, my letter. I have forgiven you, my beloved. It was certainly not written to Bernie. That was obviously some strange mistake. That was in no way my fault.
Well, I'm glad to hear that this nasty business is all settled now. In fact, in light of certain circumstances, I believe I shall withdraw from my position as president.
I love the decision, dear. That means we get more quality time. Either resignation or the impeachment. Your time is going to be out sooner or later.
I don't believe this is the correct course of action. You should allow Mr. Trump to live out his life with passion as he loves it, yelling loudly and making questionable claims with the public.
That is all I've ever wanted. That, and of course a beautiful wife, and money.
By the way, while we're on the topic of ridiculous requests and claims, Donald, would you consent to my marriage with your daughter Ivanka? For once, I must be serious. I can no longer pretend to be flippant and careless. I need Ivanka for my life.
Wrong. Most definitely not. I saw one Miss Hillary Clinton in your room just a couple of nights ago, and after hours too.
I know as a politician I'm required to be fickle and heartless, but it's a role I can no longer play, Donald. Ivanka is the only thing that keeps my life from falling apart. I love her.
Well, if you insist, I must allow it to my dearest friend, Bernie Sanders.
And will always love you. Will always love you.
Okay.